So it's about time we get some irrigation set up for in-ground. We skipped out on it last year because we didn't grow much. However, this year we've got 3 plots out here that are about 30 by 30, 30 by 25, something like that. So I've got 7 rows of it. Went ahead and ordered from Drip Depot, and look at that. Gave us a couple Tootsie Pops. That's sweet of them. That's sweet. So I ordered some drip tape from, and we got the 1,000-foot 8 mil 6-inch spacing on the emitters. Has a flow rate of about 0.3 to 0.4 gallons per hour. Also ordered some 1/2-inch tubing, some connectors for the drip tape to the tubing. We ordered some end stops or row stops for both the drip tape and the feed line, the tubing. Went ahead and ordered another filter. I believe this has, yeah, it's got a good filter on it. And then, of course, some more row starts. So it should have 21 row starts, 3 plots, 7 rows each. It should be good to go. So this mainline tubing has a heck of a memory with it being shipped and stored in coils like that. So you're gonna have to find some way to stretch it out. Once you get it in the sun, let it set for a few hours, it tends to relieve a lot of it. But I've got some sandbags right here at the end. I'm gonna put on a mainline tubing end piece here. I'll stretch it back to where I want the beginning to go, and then we'll put a one with a female hose connector on it so we can connect the hose up to it. So connecting these is pretty simple. Just kind of wiggle it on. Once you get it through, you're gonna screw it up against it until it's fully seated. And then just make sure your end's tight. Remember, the end's got a cap on it, and then the other one is the hose connector. So I've got it up underneath the sandbag. Just gonna cut the end here and install the row start. So you're gonna need one of these tools or something like it. You can get the fancy kind that kind of squeeze activator, or you can get this kind you just kind of punch through. Once you get it punched through, you're gonna insert this until it snaps into it, and then you're gonna connect your drip tape to this. This has a 5/8 with, I want to say it was 4 1/4-inch barbs. Once you're at the end, just go ahead and cut close to the beginning of an emitter. You're gonna roll it up. Well, actually you're gonna slide this on first. Then we're gonna roll it up a couple turns. Pull it tight. Well, maybe a couple more turns. Tuck it up in there. And it should lock it into place. And then So I'm just going to get some fabric stakes. I'm going to put it over the end here, leave enough for this hose to expand. And that should hold it in place. So it took me, I don't know, 15 minutes without filming to go ahead and lay 6 more drip lines and get them staked down. So only thing left now is to check for leaks. So I've got a quick connect on there along with a what is that, a back purge, vacuum breaker, whatever you want to call it. I am going to plan on doing some fertigation, so we'll put that in between those. But let's go ahead and hook these up. If I could do it one-handed, probably not. Nope, I'll be right back. All right, got them connected. Gonna go ahead and turn it on and check for leaks. So if there's a leak in the line, you'll see a geyser coming up, or you might have a few drips or whatever on the initial connections, but no drips, no. Looks like everything's good, and you can see the drip tape bubbling out. Let me see it coming out of that one. Yeah. So no leaks. Everything's looking really good. See water coming out everywhere. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and tackle these 2 plots. This first plot is majority or squash with a row of beans, and then the further plot over there is our watermelons and pumpkins, and got a row of leftover tomatoes and peppers that I'll be putting a trellis on. You see the change in the color. Once that tank gets completely filled up, it'll start pushing the fertilizer out. Just takes a little bit of time. The closer you can get it to filled up, of course, the quicker it's going to work. But you know, you're going to be using this drip tape for like 2 hours or whatever. It'll fill up quick enough. Okay, so trying to figure out how long to run the drip system. Basically, to get an inch of rain on an acre of land, it takes 27,143 gallons of water. Divide that by the square footage of an acre, it takes 0.623 of a gallon for 1 inch of water on a square foot. My plot is 25 by 30, so we multiply 25 by 30, it would take 467 gallons if I was to water my entire plot, like with an overhead sprinkler system or whatnot. So with using the drip tape, I can focus the water exactly where the plants are and leave all the row spacing out. I don't have to water that. So I have 7 rows of 30 foot. So if we take that 0.623, multiply it by 30 foot row by, I've got 7 of them, it's going to take 130 gallons of water to get 1 inch worth directly at the plants. So I was trying to figure out how long to run my system, and I have basically 6-inch emitters. So there's 60 of them on 1 row. So I'm and they put out 0.3 on the low end, 0.4 on the high end. I'm just going to go with the low end. A little extra water is not going to hurt it, but not having enough water, of course, you know how that goes. So if I divide that by the 0.3 of each emitter, divide that by, I have 30 times 2, and then divide that by the 7 rows, it's going to take me roughly an hour to get 1 inch of water directly at the plants. So that's my plan. I'm going to run it at least an hour, maybe twice a week. That'll give me 2 inches of rain a week during the hot season. Should be fine. So we've got all 3 plots hooked up, and I'm on the 3rd one right now, filling up, and should start fertilizing as we go. It's really simple to set up a drip line system, and they're so much more efficient in the use of water. So I don't know what's stopping you.